guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about things that caused me pain personally I noticed after my spinal fusion surgery. Number one, it is very obvious and I guess common with people who have any sort of metal inside of their body, and it's weather. When the weather changes from hot to cold, for me for the most part, or when it's going to be like a thunderstorm and rain, even if it's a little bit of rain, I feel it the night before or a few days before, just depending on how strong the change is going to be. It is something that I learned maybe 4 to 5 years after my surgery, and I noticed because I would have horrible back pain in the night, and the next day it would be raining really bad, or we would be like 10 to 20 degrees lower than usual, and then that's when I was like, whoa, like I felt like the girl from Mean Girls who was like,
There's a 30% chance it's already raining.
Like, that's the way it feels, but it's pretty cool to know that there's gonna be some weather change before it happens, but it is painful. So sometimes I like to drink pain relievers or just put some cream in my back to relieve the pain as well. But yeah, that's like one thing that happens to me a lot. Another one is getting on certain amusement park rides. I've gotten on some roller coasters, like all different types, and some of them do leave me a little bit sore, more than usually the people that I go with. So I noticed it's probably something that has to do with my spine, because it's not a normal spine. So you have to be careful with that, because I know that for me, they told me for 1 year after surgery I couldn't do anything intense, no sports, no getting on roller coasters or anything like that. But now, a few years later that I get on them, I still like, I know and I feel the soreness of my body, especially in my back area. I guess I get some tension because I'm scared of some of the rides, and my body just like gets tensed up, and then after the ride I feel the soreness, or the day after also. So just depending on some of the roller coaster rides and the tension that you feel when you're on them, that is what's going to cause you some pain for sure. Okay, so another thing that I've noticed hurt after my spinal fusion surgery is certain exercises and certain stretches hurt me. The most obvious ones is back exercises. Obviously, there's some things that really push me to, like, it hurts, and I would have to do like a modified version of that exercise, whether it's a push-up or a curl up. Those things, they hurt me personally. I have most of my spine has the screws and the rods, so that's something personally for me. It might be different in your case if your rods or screws are going to be a different size, but for me, workouts like those, full body or like back, some arm exercises, hurt me. Another thing that you need to watch out for is road trips. If they're longer than 2 hours, I recommend you take a pillow, because your back is going to get uncomfortable after those 2 hours. About, for me, it might be a little different for you, but that's about how much for me it takes. So I like to take a pillow, and then I put it behind me for a while, and then after a few hours I take it off and like change it up, and then if I have enough space in my vehicle, I'll lay down while the person is driving, or things like that, because your back will get tired and it will hurt after a few, like, depends how many hours obviously, but for sure after 2 hours your back is going to start bothering you, especially if you're in a comfortable position. So try to just be as comfortable as you can on long road trips. Another thing for sure after my spinal fusion surgery, I noticed when I wear high-waisted jeans or just anything high-waisted, a skirt, a shorts, anything, my lower back hurts a lot. And I don't know if it's because there's pressure, like, I don't know, like above the belly button and stuff, that it makes your back feel uncomfortable. But that's one thing that I was really in awe about, because it's like something so normal and simple that you wear, and it causes you some pain. So just be aware of that. It happens to me mostly with jeans, but it can happen with dresses that are like tight from there, or like a skirt, just that's something to keep in mind. Okay, this one is my last one, but it's gonna be for girls because we girls have monthly visits, and during those monthly visits I've noticed my back pain is much stronger than usual. So usually you're going to have some type of small pain that you'll get used to eventually, but there's going to be days usually during your monthly visits that your back hurts a lot more than usual, and it just depends how long your monthly visits are. But for me, usually in the beginning of those monthly visits, that's when it's the strongest and hardest for me. So I recommend getting an app that tells you when you're going to receive those monthly visits, and be expectant of those dates, because that's when I usually take pain relievers, get massages or something, because it's very uncomfortable for me. Before surgery, I was very okay with those monthly visits, but now that I'm a little older, and I don't know if it's the hormones or what, but it certainly does affect my back pain. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope it helps out at least one person out there. If you're about to get surgery, I wish you the best. May God bless you and you have a great post recovery. And this video was just meant to let others know what I'm going through or what I went through personally, so you know that you're not the only one out there. If you have any questions, recommendations, suggestions, anything, leave it in the comments down below and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and remember, living life twisted is not easy, but it's not impossible. So you guys have a great day.